Okay, here I was going to put it up to 50 big blinds, but we're still sat on 25 at the moment. We open 10s. This is on a 10k table. I think betting small is good. He's still going to have loads of calls when we just fire a one big blind bet on the flop. Not amazing card on the river, but you'd probably expect floats more from his sort of ace-x. Even though, you know, we could potentially get like a tiny bit of value from 5. He's still going to have a lot of weaker suited jacks, which just check this river. Yeah, he had 8-5. I think the river is fine just as a check, but you know, the turn wouldn't necessarily have been a terrible bet either. Okay, we opened king 9. Gonna throw again, just a little c-bet. No need to go big. I think we'll probably just check, but I think we can still call this turn unless he goes huge. Yeah, so we hit the 10 on the river. I think I can just go for a small value bet now. Hope to get heroes off like a queen 8, just anything like that. You could potentially still have like a, you know, just as an example, an 8-7 suited with like the 7 of hearts. But if he raises us, he's gonna have like quite limited bluffs. Although, you know, queen 10 of hearts out there. I think we can still call actually. Yeah, so he did just have a complete air bluff. At first I was just gonna fold, and then I kind of thought about it a bit more and I was thinking, yeah, I think we just got a call. Okay, so unfortunately all of the 5k tables have now closed, so we've had to load up some 1k tables. Ace-jack suited, can be raised. I went for just a call when he's sitting slightly less and he 3x's because you've got a lot of showdown. I don't particularly want to raise and then him just shove because I just have to fold the ace-jack suited. But you definitely can mix. The turn comes the ace, which is kind of one which I'm not really going to have a lot of bets on. And also, when I check this over again, our hand kind of looks quite disguised now. He's going to have quite a few checkbacks with aces. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he starts betting this. It is tempting just to call and trap, but I think he's still going to want to be calling his aces to raises. And the way he's played it, it does look like that, but no, it's not. Here, we open up the ace-4 off from the button. With our hand, I actually like sizing up a bit on this board. Probably rather size up a bit more if we had the ace of clubs rather than the 4 of clubs. It's kind of limited with the strength of his hand. You expect some of his sets, like his 5s and 3s, probably to be raising the flop. Maybe not when I go for a larger size in, but I think we can overbet and get it through. And yeah, he just folds out pretty quick. Ace king, we're going to be raising. He is going to have a pretty strong range though from under the gun, but we've got a strong hand ourselves. And we just get folds pre. Here we called the 7-6 off. Some of the time definitely going to be folding this one as well. But this is a board which I'm probably going to just be raising if he bets. Ideally we just want to see folds. Yeah. Nice little raise there. Would have made the nuts on the turn. I'm going to go for a trap this time. It's not a bad flop for a trap, but the problem is we block some of his ace queens, ace jacks. I think I can fire half pot on here. You're still going to get calls from quite a lot of hands, but he snaps it. Probably wouldn't have made too much of a difference if we would have 4-bet that one because, you know, a lot of his stronger hands there, they're not going to be snap fold. Like ace king is not going to have snap folded in that spot. Here he opens with the cutoff. We call with 7s. I think just firing like small. A lot of the time we can still be ahead here, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily always have to check. Like firing small, I think is quite nice as well. To be honest, this seems like it should just be a stone cold call, but the thing is we can get ourselves in a lot of trouble here. We've not got the diamonds. He can be doing this with a lot of jacks, in which case you could get yourself in trouble. Okay, it would have been a stinker of a run out, but like I wouldn't be surprised, even though it looks like you should call, if that can just be a GTO pure fold there with the 7s without a diamond actually. Wow, what a flop. Unfortunately, it's going to be pretty hard to get value. I mean, we've just got to go small. You kind of want to go small quite a lot on this board anyway. Wow, he raises. I mean, 8s is, you know, it's the second nuts here. He can have calls with 9s, but He's never diamond turn. That's not what you wanted to see. Okay, he checks now. If he had a flush, you'd probably expect him to keep betting. So I think I can go for a half pot, potentially target. I don't even know what we'd be targeting at this stage. Okay, so it pairs on the river. Just trying to kind of go through my head what he's actually going to have here. I think I'm just going to overbet it, but yeah, he folds. Okay, so we open up 10s from the small blind. When we are slightly deeper, I think I'm going to be more inclined just to call. Ace high flop. It's not a sizing you expect too often on this board. He goes pretty big. Just going to check over. If he starts betting massive, then potentially might just have to be folding. Oh, wow. Okay, he checks it back. The thing is, once he checks back, I just think we're up against complete air. But what I will do is just go for a induced bet. Hope like a king jack just goes for a crazy bluff or something. Yeah, he raises. I'm not ever scared about aces, because does aces ever go for that huge sizing on that flop? Not really. And also, you can't ever just be scared about aces in this spot. Yeah, he just snap folds, which I kind of expected. I think we did well with that induced bet on the end, because I think he just had complete air, especially when he checks back that turn. Over on this table, everyone has left. I don't particularly want to be playing heads up, so I will leave this one in a minute, but we are going to raise the flop. Backdoor diamonds, open ender, and we'll definitely continue this turn. Don't think I need to go too crazy with the sizing, as you're not going to really be pushing off any sort of over pairs, and 75% is most likely going to be enough to push off like an ace high. So you don't really, on that sort of board, need to size up too crazy when your head's up especially. Also, I've raised ace 10 suited from the button. Call would have been absolutely fine as well. 4 bets, we won't be going anywhere. Okay, and it's pretty dream flop. We'll go for a half pot. You're still going to be getting calls from all your 7s, 8s, especially if they've got a spade. And what a turn card now. Problem is, this turn card is kind of one where, maybe it's actually going to reduce the value we're getting, because if he does have like 7s, 8s, then he's just folding out. But he can still have some ace queens that call, so I think it is worth still sizing up on this turn. We unblock spades as well, but yeah, he folds, which you kind of expect a lot of his calling hands there to do on the turn. I've got to go now, so not the most eventful session, but I'm trying to upload more regular content now, so I can't make every session a huge one. But I hope you enjoyed the play and explain anyway, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.